All right, yo, what's good? It's your boy Chris and we're back. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is my second time recording this video. First video ended up being like 20 minutes long. I figured, hey, that's like way too long. People ain't gonna care that much. Let me instead just condense all of what I've learned down into this 5-6 minute video, and hopefully someone gets something out of it. And I'm not gonna waste you guys' time any longer. Here are the 3 tips that I think are the most important that helped me learn anatomy in 1 year, go from looking like this when it comes to anatomy to looking like that, right? The tips are consistency, not solely relying on motivation, right? That's consistency. Goal minimums, right? Being able to set a minimum bar of expectation when it comes to what I'm trying to do. And then exploration, trying new things. So consistency, goal minimums, exploration. These are the 3 tips that I think are the most important when it came to increasing my anatomy proficiency, knowledge, gesture drawing, figure drawing, and visual library, right? Consistency, I'd say consistency is fairly obvious, right? Showing up every week, obviously putting in the practice day in and day out, that's gonna yield you results, right? And again, when I say don't rely on motivation, that's easier said than done. It is easier said than done, but it's definitely easier to not rely on motivation when you have a goal. Specifically when you have a minimum goal, right? What is the minimum criteria I'm willing to accept when it comes to my practice, right? Consistency and goal minimums go hand in hand, I think. If you're going to sit down and you're going to do something, give yourself, a way to do it at a lower barrier. And this may seem like a lazy tip, but I don't think this is lazy at all. You'll look at the progress from year to year, from January 1st to December 31st, and be like, oh my God, that's a lot of work. No, it's really just a little bit of work over a large period of time. And I think that's a really, really important thing that you have to keep in perspective with this art stuff, is that a lot of my progress, it comes from small periods of work daily or consistently at the very least, and then showing it off all at once. And then it seems like, oh my God, you took a huge jump in a short amount of time. No, it's just I did the 10-15 minute drawing session, and then I just left it at that and did what I wanted to do. Again, not no 3-4 hour long drawing session that'll burn you out for months. No, just a 15-20 minute session that gets you what you need, and then you're out of there. That's what helped me. 3, exploration, right? So you need to also be comfortable with failing. You need to be comfortable with trying new things and it looking bad, okay? I can't tell you how many of these in my journey. You can look at my community tab and see all of my progress. A lot of my stuff, I'm just gonna be real with you, it's not always correct. You wanna go back to those early weeks, it's really hard for me to look at these early weeks. But hey, I'm glad that I documented it and I'm glad that it's there. It shows the progress and it shows, okay, where I was at then versus where I'm at now. You need to also accept that, hey, you're not gonna know everything in one day. That's the most obvious thing about all of this, but it's something that people look at you with the Pikachu meme face when they don't get stuff in one day. And I'm sitting here like, dog, I'm sorry, it's not, it doesn't go like that. You know what I'm saying? For me, I was like that at one point. It was like, man, why isn't this clicking? Like, it should just click. Like, I watched a tutorial that really makes sense, and then I go to do it, and it's like, yeah, I got this. And then the next day, damn, I don't got this. Damn, this shit is not working. I had to learn that it's a gradual process, right? Like, obviously there are gonna be some things where like it'll just click, and the process of learning it will be very, very easy. But a lot of times that's not always the case. And sometimes you just got to keep on throwing yourself at the wall. For instance, for me, perspective was not the easiest. I practiced, and then it became a lot easier or a lot more bearable, right? And again, 10-15 minutes a day, right? Just, okay, all of the poses that I'm gonna do today are gonna be perspective oriented. Like, there's gonna be some sort of perspective to them, right? Gonna be trash, not gonna like them, but I'm gonna do it, right? And I'll just keep doing that until I eventually get more comfortable at it. And then I'll see the progress, the progress will just magically happen. Not magically, but you'll just naturally get better when you do things consistently. So again, consistency, goal minimums, and going back to goal minimums, I'm sorry I'm all over the place, but I do need to say this. My goal minimum specifically was filling out 1 canvas a week, right? So this could be like literally done and completed in one session. As long as I sat down, I did my job, because the point is to be consistent with it, establish a routine and a habit. Right? Usually I could do 2 or 3, 4 sessions, in a week, but there are weeks where literally it's just one. It's just one session, 15-20 minute session. It's like, bro, that's all I could do. I'm sorry. But that's establishing the habit of, hey, I'm showing up, I'm practicing, right? 52 weeks is a long time, right? If you're just doing 1 session a week, that's a long time. You're going to get better regardless if you want to or not, right? So I think all of that is super important to how I grew, learning that, hey, again, consistency, no matter what, it's gonna be very hard for you to not improve if you're consistent. That's something I can guarantee you. If you are putting in the steps with your goals, and I have a goal setting video on the channel if you wanna watch that too. But if you set smart goals, and if you establish these goal minimums, set the bar relatively low for yourself so that there is a low chance of failure to give yourself that momentum to keep winning, it's going to be easier for you to improve, in my opinion. You're going to improve because you're going to keep on hitting those goals, and you'll eventually expand out and make the goals a little bit harder, and you'll hit those goals. And then before you know it, you're setting goals that, last year you couldn't even dream of doing, like, sitting and doing like a whole 2-hour drawing session without any distractions, right? Or, learning anatomy for the first time, like, understanding action poses, right? Like stuff like that. It's hard for me, but it's like now, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? And then, exploration. I used to be so scared to draw stuff I wasn't used to. Now, nah, this challenge has definitely taught me that, hey, it's very much okay to just throw myself at the wall, not understand something, study it, and keep on throwing myself at the wall until it works, right? This has taught me that. Because I've learned so much, like so much about the anatomy was just foreign to me. And it's like now it's just not foreign to me. So I really hope that these tips help. I hope you got something out of me sharing all my progress. I know this video is kind of scrappy. I get it. And I also want you guys to understand too, that again, this was done in the background of me doing projects, right? I was working on a game, Bing Bond's Prison Palace, which is a visual novel that I released in June. And then on the latter half of this year, I've been working on a different graphic novel project titled Turn-Based Hero. Details pinned in on that because I want to save that for a different video. But that's the project that I'm working on now. And it's going to be a graphic novel that I hope to release by the end of next year. But that aside, what I'm trying to say is that, again, this anatomy stuff and the practicing, it's not like I'm sitting here for 2-3 hours trying to, pinpoint, the way to get it right. It's like, no, I spend the brain power that I can to get like a really, really good 20-30 minutes in. And then I'm doing what I want to do for the rest of the day because I got other things I want to do anyways. And then I'm just consistently doing that and I see the growth. So that's really just to say that, hey, you don't have to put in like these long sessions to get somewhere. It's really more so about the small steps. I mean, as the old fable says, the tortoise won the race, you know what I'm saying? Because he was consistent and he showed up. The hare took breaks. The hare was able to do 16-hour long drawing sessions and then burn out for months. The tortoise just did 15-minute sessions every day or every other day, and he got to the goal. So I'll leave you with that. I appreciate everyone for watching the channel. I don't want to waste your time too much more. I gotta go and enjoy my break. So I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Have a happy holidays. It's been your boy Chris, and I'm gonna holler at you in the next video. We got some new stuff coming real soon. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, but take it easy. Peace.